things. But Chuck Rosenberg, we got the indictment. We got to look inside these 34 counts. And then later, the district attorney, Alvin Bragg, came out and gave that press conference, released a statement of facts, which kind of gave more of a narrative story of the case he hopes to lay out. Can you explain to our audience what the distinction is there between the indictment itself and the statement of facts? Because there were things in the statement of facts, of course, that were not in the indictment.
That's right. So this is a little bit of a quirky procedure that I did not use or see in federal court, but apparently it's rather common and straightforward in state court in New York. Here's what happened, Willie. The indictment is a bare bones recitation of the statutes, the charges that Mr. Trump allegedly violated. And I think George did a great job explaining that even if it's just misdemeanors, it's a violation of New York state law, plain and simple. But it doesn't include a lot of detail. When we add detail, for instance, in a federal indictment, we sometimes call it a speaking indictment. It's not just the bare bones, but it's sort of the meat on the bones. It's how the crime was committed, who committed the crime, how the money flowed, things that people said to effectuate the crime, all of the detail. And what the prosecutor in New York did was poured all of that detail into the accompanying document you just described, a statement of facts. It's a roadmap, if you will. It explains to people who care enough to read both documents how the government intends to prove the allegations that are laid out in the indictment. So as a roadmap, if the government, if the district attorney can actually adduce all of that stuff in court, it's a reasonably clear path to conviction. Now, it doesn't mean that the case won't be challenged legally and factually by Mr. Trump's attorneys in pretrial motions and argued, in the coming months. But that roadmap, that statement of facts, tells us exactly how they intend to prove the case they alleged in the indictment. And you can use it that way. Read it, and you'll understand the theory of the prosecution's case.